there everybody, it's Ashley for Ink to Paper Saturday Showcase feature, and I'm in full summer mode over here. My daughter's out of school for the summer, and so we've been hanging out by the pool and doing some fun things this week, but that did not curb my opportunity to get into my Paper Suite craft studio and create something fun. And this particular post and feature is all about dads, projects for dads. So I'm going to be featuring World's Best Dad stamp set that was released in May. And so it's very simple stamp set, right? It has the words daddy, father, papa, and dad in both small and large formats, and then some pairing sentiments you can add with it as well. So it's really cool because you can use them on all sorts of projects, different layouts and things like that. So I wanted to be able to show you how to do that, mixing them up with other stamp sets, other dies you may have, things like that, just so you don't think, okay, I just wanted to stamp it right here on this particular project. But how to almost start with the sentiment stamp set and then build a project around it. That's actually what I did, create these projects today, and it really actually was cool to do that as opposed to choosing my sentiment last, which I think most stampers actually do. So here I have thought about what types of gifts I'm going to give my husband for Father's Day, what type of cards that my daughter can give her dad for Father's Day, and things like that. So I have here, to start with, a gift ensemble, and that features one of his favorite whiskeys. This is a limited edition, single barrel, I think, type of whiskey, and it was a special order. And so I just simply added a tag to it. I hand cut the square, stamped the #1 father on there, and then added the little pure poppy pennant banner. And it's just cut from a double-ended pennant banner, and I just snipped it in half to get that pennant banner, punched a hole, added an eyelet, and set it, and then added a little bit of twine and wrapped it around this bottle of whiskey. And the whiskey really is a gift, you know, but I also wanted a little gift tag there and something, so I just added that, and I thought it was a cool way to do that. And so the #1 in the stamp set is separate, but this is one way you can lay out the actual text of the words. And so there's a lot of different ways, and this is just one of them I wanted to share. Next up, in this particular feature, I have here some Penant flags, just to decorate the table and things like that for dad. This can be done not just for Father's Day, all right? So these things could be done to celebrate dad in general. For his birthday, what about dad when he retires? What about when you just want to thank dad for something because he's gifted you something cool? This is a way to do that. And so I made these little pennant flags just for a celebratory event, whatever it is, but the focus is all on dad. In different ways you can relay that you appreciate him, think he's the best, and all that sort of thing. So this pennant banner flag is from Papertrey Ink. And so don't forget to think outside of the box and use sentiment stamps like World's Best Dad on these shaped dies. I think it's really cool and festive and creates a totally fun scene. All right, next up I have a card, and this is what I'm actually making in the video. And I paired World's Best Dad stamp set with Papertrey Ink's This Just In stamp and die collection, and it is based off of a retro microphone. And I wanted to show how you could use a banner, die, and coordinating stamp from Fiesta flag stamp and die collection to also pair with the word dad and from World's Best Dad, and add it to the microphone stand from This Just In. And I think it just totally transforms the look of a project simply by adding that banner die and that different type of sentiment. It just personalizes it. I also, on the microphone stand, added "You're the best," so it says "Dad, you're the best," and then I paired it back with a sentiment from This Just In stamp set. So there's ways you can mix and match sentiments, and so when you need to create something for dad, this is definitely a staple to have in your stamp collection, so that you have the actual wording and stamps you can build and customize these sentiments with. I also made another card. This is something that I'm going to be having my daughter give to her dad, and it is something that it fits her style and personality, and that's emojis and little text messages and things like that, because we all know kids are very into technology, as are parents. So it just says, Daddy, you're the best. It could say anything. It could say, you're my hero. You could say, you know, it's your day, things like that. And you could even end it with a happy birthday text bubble. So I used hashtag everything from Papertrey Ink to make the emojis, and also the hashtag text bubble die collection as well that coordinates with hashtag everything. So lots of different combinations here from Papertrey Ink's collections. Don't forget, you know, the things that you already have, or if they're new to you, things that you can actually still purchase in order to create these great projects today. Now that we've taken a look at some of the projects that I created for today's post, let's go ahead and make that retro microphone card that says, Dad, you're the best, and just wanted to let you know. All right, here is the World's Best Dad stamp set. It comes packaged in our hold and fold storage case. I'm just going to set that to the side. If you can see here in my storage case, I already have here pre-cut and stamped little die cuts that I made up in the product introduction video. Here's a stamp set. It comes on one 4x6 sheet here, and I have here all of the stamps that you can use on so many different projects. You have the large and the small, words for dad, related for a father, dad or papa or daddy. You also have the number 1, and then pairing large and smaller sentiments. So I'm going to be showing in this video one way you can do it. I'll have other projects also on today's Saturday Showcase blog post on ways you can use just sentiment stamp sets and incorporate them with other stamps and dies that you already have and make great projects. So to start, I'm going to show you that I am going to be using Papertrey Ink's this Just End stamp set and coordinating die. Here it is here, and it is inspired by a like retro microphone and like breaking news type of thing from like On the Air. So it's a really cool way to have something for a dad, I think. Not just for dad, but I think it'll be good for a dad for many occasions. Not just Father's Day, birthday, love, whatever you want it to be. I'm going to take my stamp positioning tool here and then add the negative of the die cut here so I can add my actual die cut. Here's the die, the microphone die, and the stand that comes with it. So I'm going to place it right in here and then start stamping the coordinating images. All right, I'm going to start with the actual microphone here and the On the Air at the top. On the Air, I'm going to do in a red. Next, I'm going to stamp the microphone. I think I'm going to do it in a Weathervane ink. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is take the top part of the microphone here and line it up. And then I'm going to take the bottom part, the microphone here. All right, I'm going to take this dark indigo ink. All right, next I'm going to add this stamp image here that holds the microphone into the stand. I'll stamp that in Weathervane. And then the base of the stand is this stamp here. Just add it here, line it up. And I'm going to stamp it in Honey Nut. So now that that is done, I'm ready to add my sentiments. And I'm going to add a sentiment from another stamp set. So I'm going to take this off. remove this from my mat. And then set it to the side so I can work on my sentiment. And just so you can see, I am using Papertrey Ink's Fiesta Flag birthday stamp set. I am going to be using this banner here, this banner stamp here, and the coordinating die. Also, here is the die cut. I already have it die cut from white. And I'm just going to place it here. Take my banner, coordinating banner stamp right here. And I'm going to use soft stone ink as my banner to go over top of it. So you can see some of the detail of the banner elements. Now here is where the World's Best Dad stamps come into play. If you're wondering, like, when is that going to come into play? And here it is. And here is where I'm going to add the dad to this banner. And so it didn't go with the Fiesta Flag birthday or just in from Papertrey Ink, but I can make it fit with this. So what I'm going to do is add it to a block here and kind of curve and bend my stamp a little bit so it bends with the actual banner shape, like so. Dark indigo is the ink color of choice. I'm going to make sure it stamps well. And then stamp it right on this banner. And just want to point out, you don't want to forget that you can use sentiment stamps on other types of die cuts and with other stamp sets and things like that to make them pair well with your actual project that you're making. So I'm going to put this back here because I want to finish my sentiment out, because I'm adding this banner here, and I'm going to transform it a little bit because now I'm going to have this dad banner there. And then I want to add "You're the Best" right here. Dark indigo, ink out again and ink up the sentiment. I'm going to do it twice to get a full saturation of that dark indigo. And the cool thing about this is because you can alternate, go back and forth with the different stamp sets. So here on this just in, you can go back and put "Thank you for being, for blessing me." You could also put "Wishing you a wonderful day" on here. So there's one on here that says "Just wanted to make sure you knew," and let me see if it fits, because I have a lot going on here. So I want to make sure it fits on there. Again, do it twice. I might do it one more time. This is a very skinny, small font. All right, so here I am done with this part of the tutorial to show you how to add this with a banner from another stamp set. I'm just going to pop it up with some pop dots, adding one in the center here, and then one here on each side. All right, to finish this off, I am using Papertrey Ink Stars and Stripes stamp set. I'm not really using the stamps, but I am going to use one of the coordinating stars and stripes dies. Here's the little small star die. And I have die cut it from Pure Poppy, and I'm just going to add it right here on the back, just going to take a half of a foam adhesive dot and put it on the back of the star here. And this just adds just a little bit of an extra element just to finish it off. Has a nice little finishing touch. Definitely not required, but adds another element of color from that pure poppy stamped at the top. So I could do something like that too as well. Have the dad on each side, the stars on each side too. Which I think I might like better. Yeah, I think I'll do one more. Add the other star to the other side of dad to make it pop. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Banners and Pennants by Papertrey Ink and take one of the stars from here. There's a large, a medium, and a tiny small, so definitely something that could fit. So I think I'm going to at least start with the medium in the center, and then maybe the two smaller stars on each side. Have my dark indigo ink. Alright, and then I'm going to add the two smaller stars on each side. Stamp it. And that finishes my retro microphone. Super cute way to say, Dad, you're the best in a microphone fashion. You can add this to a card. You can create a tag out of it. But it says, Dad, you're the best. Just wanted to make sure you knew. So it's a good way to incorporate Dad's sentiments with other stamp sets and coordinate them with other sentiments because these fonts go well with them. Alright, so I made the actual microphone. I didn't finish out the card, but you've seen the finished card. The microphone really was the main part that I wanted to show you, how to build that banner on there and add the sentiments and just switch it up. So I hope you gained some sort of tips from this week's video, and also you get started on celebrating Dad for the upcoming Father's Day holiday. And if Dad has a birthday or something special coming up, hopefully this will help you get some tips on how to use World's Best Dad stamps to get those projects made to celebrate Dad. Thanks so much for watching this week's Saturday Showcase for Ink to Paper. I'm Ashley Newell. I'll see you guys next time.